I mean, just look at the skin. The skin is skinning, she's glistening, she's gleaming, she's beaming. Hey guys, what is up? It's girl Karen, aka CakeWithBK, and welcome back to my channel. I just filmed that intro 5 times, so that's the one that we're going with. Super excited because today we're doing another full face installment, but rather than do a makeup brand, we're gonna be pivoting to skincare, and I thought, what better brand to start out with, none other than Rhode Skin. I'm fortunate enough to have tried out everything from the brand ever since they launched. We're gonna be going in depth today. This isn't going to be based off of 2 or 3 weeks of me using this. I've been using Rhode ever since they launched, basically. Albeit it has been off and on, but I have used up full products, and these are like my duplicates, like second, third bottles. We're gonna be breaking down everything from the brand, so let's get into it. I'm gonna be talking about everything in the order in which I do my skincare. So first, let's talk about the Pineapple Refresh Cleanser. This is $22 for 5 fluid ounces, and it's advertised as a balm to lather consistency, and they even claim that you can remove your makeup with it. Personally, bruh, that wasn't supposed to happen. As I was saying, personally it just feels like a regular foaming face wash to me. I have removed my makeup with it, but I'm still impartial to an oil-based cleanser as a first cleanse. I personally am a double cleanse stan. I like using 2 separate products, but if you're looking for a one and done, this does get the job done. I would just use it twice. It is gentle enough to use it twice. The way that this lathers, and I'll actually show you how it lathers in a quick sec, is actually really similar to one of my all-time favorite face washes, which is the Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Cleanser. Just really plush and creamy. The more that you work it into your face and hands, the more of a lather you're going to get, and the softer the texture feels. Also, now that the face is washed, I'm putting my contacts in. Look away if you can't handle eyeball stuff. All right, now that the face is cleansed, let's get into this formula. Main ingredient callouts for this is polyglutamic acid, green tea extract, and pineapple enzyme. So the first one, polyglutamic acid, is great for hydration, and that is so true with this face wash. Does not strip the skin. Even without putting any skincare on my face after washing, it still feels very soft and like not drying. Green tea is also really great for hydration and soothing, and the pineapple enzyme is the most interesting aspect of this face wash for me because they market it as a pineapple refresh face wash. Like, that's literally the name. Despite what I thought when I first tried this out, it does not smell like pineapple. It is yellow though. I just feel like that there's a disconnect between calling it the pineapple refresh cleanser and what it actually does, because with the pineapple enzyme in here, it's known to kind of even out skin tone and be gently exfoliating. I was looking at their website, and the pineapple enzyme in here is just described really vaguely. This is just me rambling at this point, but the fact that they decided to name it Pineapple Refresh when, in my opinion, the star of the face wash is the polyglutamic acid, and it literally says PGA cleanser right there. It just is quite the conundrum in my opinion, but that's just me being very, very nitpicky. I have finished 1 bottle of this already, and it lasted me from February to just last month. It was just in my empties video that I did on TikTok. So let it be known, this will last you a very, very long time. Let's move on to the second product because my skin is begging for this. My skin absolutely loves this product. This is the Glazing Milk, and it is $30 for 4.7 fluid ounces, and this is probably my favorite milky toner that I've tried. It just gives that instant hydration. And another thing that I love about it is that it absorbs so quickly into the skin. The texture of this is just thicker than other milky toners that I've tried. I'll pull some other ones for you that I have in my bathroom. I have one from The Ordinary, and then I have the Laneige one that people also love. The Ordinary one is just a lot thinner, and as you can see, the same story for the Laneige one. I would pour it out, but I only have the spray bottle. Personally, I found that this one is the most hydrating out of all the milky toners that I've tried, and that's surprising that I like this one the most because I have oily skin. Like, I can imagine a more dry girly loving this one the most, but for some reason, my skin just eats this up. I have also finished another bottle of this as well, so this is my second bottle. I did notice that they changed the packaging. This used to be that matte packaging that they had. It was like really soft matte. I believe the moisturizer still has it. Yeah, so this soft matte packaging was the one that they launched with, and now it's just this really sleek, more shiny bottle. And I think I know why they changed it. It's because that soft matte finish was kind of like peeling off of the product. Overall, this is one of my favorite products from them. It feels so plush on the skin, ultra hydrating. And I was looking on the site, this is actually certified by the National Eczema Association, and it's the only product of hers from her entire line that is certified. I was also doing some digging in the ingredient list, and it does have coconut alkanes, which I do believe is a trigger for a lot of acne prone people. I personally am not acne prone, so this performs really well on my skin, but if you struggle with that and you're watching this, leave it in the comments if you've had an issue. They do also claim that it's meant for all day hydration, and I agree with those claims heavily. And the ingredient callouts for this one are ceramides, which I absolutely love. Anything with ceramides is just magnesium and a copper blend. I personally just cannot get over the fact that I've only used this on my face thus far, and I already look so glowy and hydrated, and not even just look, I feel glowy and hydrated. All right, moving to product number 3. This is the peptide glazing fluid. It's $30 for 1.7 fluid ounces. This also got a packaging makeover. It used to be in that soft matte packaging as well, but really happy that they have switched over. This is how it applies on my skin. It is pretty hydrating, but I would say it's less hydrating than the glazing milk. Ingredient callouts for this one are niacinamide, ceramides, and hyaluronic acid. This is already my second bottle, and while I like this, it's not my favorite hydrating serum that I have. In my opinion, the glazing milk is way more hydrating, so if you're between these two, definitely go with the glazing milk. And one thing I actually hate about this product is the packaging. I actually feel so strongly towards it. I hate her. I hate her. The cap is so bulky, and usually by the time I apply a serum, my hands already have like a toner or something else on them, so it does get a little bit slippery, and putting it back on, overall this is an accessibility nightmare. And I'm able-bodied, so I can't imagine those in the disabled community liking this packaging, because truly, like, putting it back on is a nightmare as well. Anyways, moving on to the Barrier Restore Cream. This is my third tube of this. I absolutely love this, and unlike the serum, I love the packaging. This is $30 for 1.7 fluid ounces, and it has shea butter, squalene, peptides, acai, and niacinamide. Basically, they all hydrate and plump. And I feel like with this moisturizer, it looks deceiving. Like, you don't think it's going to be hydrating until you work it into your skin, and then it's like bam. Personally, for my oily skin, doing the glazing milk, the serum, and the moisturizer can be a little bit heavy, especially during the day. I only use that lineup at night. If you're dry, I do think using all three could be a good combination. But just in case for my oily girls out there, because I know a lot of my viewers also have oily skin, just be a little bit wary. All these products separately and together are very hydrating. I mean, just look at the skin. The skin is skinning, she's glistening, she's gleaming, she's beaming. All right, now let's talk about the popular kid, the star of the show, the lip peptide treatments. I have so many of these, and they're all in different purses. I actually have even more. This one, she is my OG. I got this when it first launched, and it still has that soft matte packaging. And this is actually what I'm talking about with that packaging. It kind of flakes and peels off. I also think that the soft matte is a breeding ground for a lot of makeup to stick to. That's why it looks so dirty and beat up. My favorite lip peptide treatment launch from them has been the passion fruit one. Rhode, if you're watching this, please bring it back. It smells like straight up passion fruit, like I'm smelling it just freshly cracked open from the vine. She's juicy, she's glossy, she's glassy, she's so hydrating. And this really such is a personal preference, but for me, I love the applicator on these. This is my favorite lip product applicator because of the size. It just fits so well on my lips. I like how it's like a harder applicator. I feel like the rubber ones, like the ones on the Summer Fridays and the topicals lip treatments, like they kind of almost tug sometimes at the skin, but the applicator on these, I love them so much that I want all of the lip products that I have to have this applicator. Give it to me, Rachel. I do have a gripe with this. The shea butter in here can crystallize and it can become a little bit grainy. I personally have not had too much of an issue with that. I live in LA, so I'm not living in like a cold climate. I saw someone say that you can dip these in like warm water and it'll melt down, but I ain't doing that. Who's doing that? Not I. And to be honest, it's hydrating and very, very shiny, but it's not the most hydrating or long-lasting lip treatment that I own. If you're looking for something long-lasting, I actually wouldn't even reach for the Summer Fridays one. The Ulla Henriksen Pout Preserve, that one is super long-lasting. The Topicals one, which I actually hate with the Burning Passion, that one is the most long-lasting because it's so thick. But as I was saying, with the Rhode ones, be prepared to reapply. I personally don't think that's a big issue, but if you want something more long-lasting, this probably is not your girl. Although it's not to say that I don't love them, because I do. I love this one so much. I'm using the passion fruit one sparingly. And I hate to do this, but we're ending on a bad note because I hate these blushes. It's $24 for 0.18 fluid ounces. And this is called the Pocket Blush, but I'm not putting this in my pockets. She's a thickums. They come in a total of 6 shades, and this is definitely a no makeup blush. Despite how pigmented it'll swatch, it just really blends away. And I know there's different strokes for different folks. If you're a no makeup girly, I think you'll love this. But for me, I'm a full glam type of girly who loves a lot of blush, and I was sorely disappointed by this because everyone was raving about it on the internet, and I wanted to love it so bad, but I was just so sorely disappointed when I applied it on my face, and it just was, in my opinion, less than a light wash of color. And after I powdered, because I always have to powder with my oily skin, it disappeared even more. So I personally am passing on this. Again, if you're a no makeup girly, I think you'll like it, but for the full glam girlies, this is definitely not for us. And also the promo photos were highly deceiving in my opinion. Like, Hailey looks so good with this over blushed, flushed moment, and I was expecting that level of pigment like on my face after I've already blended it out. You can layer these, but at the same time, it's just like, if you're gonna layer it, I think it would just be easier to get a blush that actually is a little bit more pigmented. Clearly, I'm passionate about the blush, okay? I'm not gonna harp on this too much because I did do a pretty in-depth TikTok, which I will link down below. I will say one thing that I do like about it a lot is the finish. It has this nice satiny finish that's not sticky or like overly dewy. Hailey, I'm sorry. Sorry to be ending on a bad note. Overall, I think Rhode has done a great job of building brand recognition, and a large part of that is because of Hailey. If it wasn't her brand, if she wasn't the face of it, I don't think it would be as successful as it is today. However, in my opinion, if she were to walk away from it right now and cut ties and just sell it to a larger conglomerate, I do think it would be able to stand on its own, simply because the products, in my opinion, are actually really high quality, and for the price, you can't really beat it. They have great formulas, and I honestly appreciate how they're not flooding the market with so many launches. I feel like with a lot of celebrity brands, it's always like they're pumping out the next launch. Ariana Grande. But it seems like they're really taking their time with their launches, which I personally appreciate a lot. What's annoying to me though is that the lip treatments get so much love and they keep re-releasing like different shades of the lip treatments, but I really want them to hone in on like the skincare of it all. Like, I personally think their skincare products are the best products that they have, and I'm just anxiously awaiting for them to launch more products in an appropriately timed fashion, of course. I just wish people talk about the skincare more because it really is that good, but I do think a big reason why people don't talk about it is because of the fact that they're only sold via their website. Huge barrier to entry because people can't go into like an Ulta or a Sephora and swatch and feel the formulations in store or get samples. I personally think they would thrive in an Ulta, and I'm sure that they're trying to get into retail stores because why wouldn't they be trying? But the day that they launch in store, I'm telling you, it's just gonna blow up even more. While the lighting from beginning of this video to the end is kind of crazy, but I digress. Hopefully you guys were able to learn something about the products and you found value in this video. Hopefully I was able to inform some of your purchases. Let me know if I should do more of the full face of skincare series. I feel like I've been reviewing products for so long and sometimes I forget the vast knowledge that I have, especially in comparison with other products. So if you're curious about something, leave it in the comments below and I'll try my best to make a video out of it. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!